Hi everyone, it's Marcie Bessaker again. So 2 videos in one day, what? Okay, so I did a technique the other day and I will show you what it looks like. So I did these colors and leaves and feathers. And I was asked, how did I do this? And I had a finished card, which of course I can't find at the moment, but I'll look for it. Here it is. And this is kind of what I created with it. So this is a different technique. I haven't seen anybody do it. I kind of seen a part of a technique with it, and I thought, all right, I want to see if I could do it. And then I started thinking about something else. So I'm going to show you the first technique and then how I upped the technique to do something a little bit different with it. Okay, so I'm going to show you this technique here on how I created this. Okay, so I'm going to put this there. So this gets very messy. You're going to want a lot of baby wipes. I use my spatula, and I just finished another video. This is drying over here still from that. I use an old Starbucks credit card. You want liquid color, a stencil, and shaving cream. So right now that's the first part of the technique, and then I'll show you what I do with the rest of it. So what I want you to do is just do a little bit of shaving cream. You don't need that much. So I just kind of flatten it out, put it together. Nothing fancy. Your room will smell so nice after this. I actually like this shaving cream, the Barbasol. Number one, it's very cheap. Number two, I did buy another kind, and I want to say that it was a Gillette, I think, and it smelled really bad. Not bad, but very strong, I should say. So I didn't like that. Hi, Patty. You're watching my second video of the day. Today I'm doing the one where I did this technique that I showed the other day, and so I want to kind of go over that and show you how I did it. So what I did is you're just going to take a little bit of color, and I took a liquid color, and I just do about 4 or 5 drops. And you kind of want them separated, but not really. They're going to kind of eventually blend together anyway. And I have not tried these colors, but they're so. As I have my one baby wipe ready, I just kind of lightly mix that. You don't want to mix it too much. You don't need the color all the way to the bottom. And as you do the technique, it's going to mix for you anyway. Now, normally we do a technique where we would add our card on top of the shaving cream and color, and we will not be doing that with this one. Okay, so you're going to now go to the next color and just kind of get it to where the color is not too, it's mixed up a little bit enough to kind of spread. And you'll see what I mean. And having white in there is perfectly okay. White is the color, we will be using it. And then the lovely blue one. And the lovely blue is such a light color, I kind of thought maybe I should have added more, but I think we'll be fine. It'll give us an idea. No, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. So the lovely blue. I love lovely blue. I don't know what number bottle that is, and I think I have 3 or 4 still. Okay, so that's a little bit better. All right, so now what I'm going to do is just set this aside, throw that one away. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take your stencil, and I'm going to do it on this glass because number one, it's easier for me to clean and might be a little better to see. But I have a glare on my glass, which is why I have this paper here, so that you don't have a big glare. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here, and I have a bigger end over on my left side. I always cut my papers when I'm going to do stenciling like this. I cut them to do your coloring. You might not have gotten the edges just right and whatever, and you can cut it down. It's probably going to be cut down at least to a 4 by 5 1/4 anyway. So I always keep it like that. Okay, so now you're going to take the credit card. Now this is, I have seen this done before. The next step I have not seen before, and I'm going to get myself ready for that. All right, so what I did is I just took a little of each color. Okay, so you have a little bit of each color and just kind of go over. And now I want more blue at the top. So I'm going to grab a little blue, and you just kind of go where you want it. I want a little more blue up here. I want a little more lovely blue. So just kind of, that'll soften up a little bit of the other color. All right, and I'm going to leave it with that. And I'm setting the card aside, lifting this up. Oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Okay, so there's my mess. I'm going to flip my stencil over. I take this and I just kind of clean up the most of it. Then I take my wipe. Okay, so that's now out of the way. Now, look how pretty that is. Okay, so that is one technique. The thing about this technique that I wasn't quite sure about is I know with shaving cream, you want to wipe it off. If you wipe it off, then you have the beautiful color on your card. And that works with glossy cardstock, I think, better than our matte cardstock. So what I wanted to do is I wanted this image just like this. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what shaving cream does with our heat tool. So I took clear pigment ink and just sprinkle it all over. I hope I have enough. This is a lot of shaving cream. And you're going to sprinkle it all over the card. I'm down. You can tell I did a lot of these the other night because my poor little clear is almost gone. Okay, and look at how much you have left. So normally I would just tap this. I'm gonna, oh, look at that. I'm more concerned about my art piece than my powder, but that's okay. Now I'm going to take my heat tool that is tangled and heat emboss right over the shaving cream. Now I will tell you that your embossing powder will kind of fly away more than normal when it's attached to the clear pigment. So you can see it, well, maybe you can see it flying a little bit, but that's okay because you're going to have plenty on your card. And so you just keep going and watch it emboss. So now you know that our inks, we can emboss with the Fun Stampers Journey inks, but they do dry very quickly, so you have to be ready to go. So this is an awesome way to get some different colors going on, some background. See, I don't know if you can see the powder flying, but it is, but I don't care. I love the image once they're done. I haven't used this stencil yet or these colors, and I'm loving these colors. Again, this is Turbo Teal, Lemon Drop, and lovely blue liquid color. And so you can see how it's shiny. I don't know what it's doing, what it's doing to the shaving cream, but my cards haven't fallen apart that I did before already. Do you guys like this? Kind of new, kind of different. I've not seen this before, so I was kind of excited that it worked. You know how you go to bed at night and you're thinking, okay, I want to try this technique, but what I don't know how it's going to react, and it's going to get smudgy. All right, I think I got it all. Do the light test here. All right. So there it is. Can you see the shine on it? What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm going to do another one real fast. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do several more because I have all my ink, but I'll do one more on camera for you. So I'm just going to take this back over and kind of put my card where I want it. Again, I'm going to wipe this credit card off down here. I'm going to pick up some colors, a little bit of everything, and of course it gets a little more muted and a little more mixed, of course, as you go. Thanks, Patty. And so I just kind of and go across and down, and it's really light up here. I'm going to grab some more blue, and I want some more yellow, so I'm going to take that off and grab some yellow right here. Make sure you get all your corners. And literally you could use this again, but I kind of like the different colors in different spots. So I just kind of clean it, move it aside, lift that up. Okay, take your baby wipe. I have a downline that was trying so hard to figure out what this was, and she asked me, did you color your embossing powder? And I said, no. Well, then she kept just thinking that I said I didn't use embossing powder. I never said I didn't use embossing powder. And I mean, I made her wait until I did the video. And now she's actually at an appointment and can't watch the video. So I'm feeling a little bad, but it's kind of funny. Anyway, so there we go again. Look at that one. Just beautiful. I just love this technique. Okay, so now back to my embossing powder. Usually I just dump the whole thing on there, but I'm kind of running out of this one. Don't want to have to get up and get another one if I don't have to during a video, but it looks like I'm going to. Oh, I think I'll be all right. All right, and then just kind of go down here. These stencils are just, they're 4 in a pack of different stencils, and this is just one of them. I think I have the other ones here. I'll show you. All right, I think I've got it all. That I'll pour into my next jar. And this is the stencil I'm using called wallpaper. I cut them, it comes in one big sheet, and I cut them down to workable size for me. And this is what we have here. We have the, like the netting, like a gauzy kind of look. I don't know, let me see, let me find a color here. Okay, so like a gauze there. And then we have the feathers. The feathers here, and this is the one I showed you here that I did. And this one I just kind of tried a couple colors. And then once I just start going, I'm like, oh, I got, oops. And these beautiful leaves. And I showed you these also. So that's one set. And then the other set has these beautiful flowers in it, and then 3 others also. I don't have them right here, but all right. So let's heat emboss this one. Super simple, no stamping. Now, like I said, I did this one, and this right here is all I did is take the credit card and just wipe it down on paper. And that's what gave me this right here with the matching colors. And I thought, well, I'm going to accent that a little bit. So I did that, but there's no sentiment because I do a lot of my cards that I do not add the sentiment until I am ready to give it out. Or once I'm done, then I'll do a group of sentiments and do a couple of, thinking of you, thank yous, things like that, so that I have what I need. But I usually leave some blank. It never fails. My husband will come home and say, oh, I need a thinking of you card or a sympathy card or something. And so I like to have something last minute like that ready. But for the most part, I like to create cards for specific people, and that's how I prefer to do it. But sometimes you don't have that option. So again, you can see it drying. I did these cards over a week ago, and I was like, well, I don't know what it's going to do to shaving cream. But it hasn't done anything. It's as if I just inked it up and embossed it. And the shaving cream, like I said, is so cheap. What a fun technique. So as you're watching me emboss, see how shiny it is? So it's just kind of like, it looks kind of painted to me. So I don't know if anybody has seen this technique before, let me know. I know the credit card with the shaving cream I've seen a lot. I used to do it a long time ago. But I was kind of thinking, what else could we do? And so, there we go. Oops, blurry. There we go. I wanted you to see the shine on it. There we go. So what you saw what little bit of shaving cream I put in here. I just did 3 little rows. And so now I have so much more to do with these. I could do a whole bunch more. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a really fun technique. It just adds that extra different colors. It kind of looks like we used our Create-A palette, but we didn't, and it gives us a little time before the ink dries that we could emboss it and raise it and have that look that we all love so much. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye.